Hey Gran Turismo 7 fans, today I am going to be talking to you about the differences between Gran Turismo Sport, which is the prior and technically current generation of Gran Turismo, and the future, which is Gran Turismo 7, the differences that we know so far between the two generations or the two games, and of course my thoughts on each. So first, what is the main difference between each one? Taking away the fact that the Gran Turismo 7 is going to be only for the PlayStation 5 and that Gran Turismo Sport is on PlayStation 4, but because the PS5 is backwards compatible, you could play GT Sport on PlayStation 5. So keeping that aside, let's get down to it. Number one is the fact that Gran Turismo 7 is not just only an online game. As we've seen in Gran Turismo Sport is mostly just online. There is that campaign aspect that we have seen when it comes to Gran Turismo Sport, but the AI, let's face it, sucks. There's no progression. All you do is just go in, race, get a trophy, and then move on to the next race. Meanwhile, in all of the previous Gran Turismo games, we've had a very in-depth career or campaign mode that you're able to go in and build up your cars. You don't just get cars for free, and you're able to build up your cars, get into new races, get new licenses, which you can still get licenses in Gran Turismo Sport, but let's face it, it's not the same. And then going from there, taking the campaign mode away and going into vehicle tuning, which is the next biggest thing. Yes, you can sort of tune in Gran Turismo Sport. You can go into the race and then move on and go and pause it, or just before the race you can go into the settings of the car and you can change how much horsepower the car has, and then you can change the aspect ratios and things like that, but it's not into the tuning as what we are used to in previous generations of Gran Turismo, and they are bringing it back, where you can upgrade an air intake, you can upgrade an exhaust, you can add in a tune, you can get a car wash, you can get an oil change. Yes, all of those things that we are used to in previous Gran Turismos are coming back. And then moving on from there is the PlayStation 5 technology, which is that ray tracing. You can have better light spectrums, you can have light bouncing off of things, making it just more realistic, a higher frame rate, and all that fun stuff. So when it comes to that oil change and car wash that I was mentioning before, that is the GT Auto section. Now hopefully that they build upon that and possibly go into new tires, old tires, and bring your tires with you to the race and things like that, but I really doubt something like that is going to again happen, because of course if you start losing races and you're not winning money and you're going through tires and things like that, you're going to be stuck in the game with no money, and of course that's when people stop playing. But there is going to be a great online mode where you can hopefully bring your campaign cars and race against other people's campaign cars. That would be a lot of fun, and I think that's how they're going to be really working the online mode. Now moving on from there, there's a used car section, which is something that we don't see in Gran Turismo Sport, and we started seeing in later Gran Turismo versions of the game. And basically what that would be in previous versions is when you would be able to go in, get an older car that has some mileage, take it, give it a car wash, give it an oil change, and it's just basically a cheaper version of that same car. And there's going to be even more features that we have not even heard of yet. Stuff like GT Cafe. What's that? Everyone's wondering. Take your guess down in the comment section below. I hope that you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.